Good afternoon. George Cavaligos for HFT Bonds. Very interesting day. You know, we've been trading in these very narrow ranges over the last couple days, just sort of consolidating near the highs. And we've been advocating the idea that the market needed some kind of higher high to finish this move up. Well, we got that higher high this morning, but it wasn't able to hold. You know, we made the higher highs on very light volume, and the market started coming back off on very light volume, and we took out settlement, and we actually closed lower, and we're posting minor bearish reversal days in the bonds and notes. The objective of these minor reversal days is to retest today's lows. It's not that big of a deal unless you get a decent bounce to try and sell overnight. You don't want to be aggressively short this thing. And if the volume was heavier, I probably would have said we got to sell this thing immediately, because we got a bearish reversal in some kind of a C wave corrective pattern. That's bearish. We got to jump on this. The volume thing bugs me. I want to see what open interest does overnight. I'm got to assume that we chased out a lot more shorts today. I want to see a massive drop in open interest, signaling that all the shorts got out and we can start our way down again. If we don't see a massive drop in the shorts, maybe we're going to go and revisit today's highs again. We want to look for some kind of more blatant negative signal, something that's confirmed by the big volume. You know, bonds did, what, 220,000 today, and notes did 650,000. If it was over 1 million, if the volume was over 1 million, I'd say hit a bid in the 10-year, but it's not. Levels to watch on the downside, the lows from last week in the 10-year at 126.18.5 and at 133.30 in the bonds. You start trading below those levels, then you got to start talking about 126.06 and 132.30 and some further downside moves if we start trading much below those levels that I just highlighted. I think we can get a bounce out of here overnight maybe. The overnight trades have been odd lately. Last night, tried to rally early in the night session. I thought with the weaker than expected Japanese GDP data that we should have rallied more, and then I'm sure everybody else did too. And then on the London Open, the markets got smashed, went down and made some kind of a lower low there early this morning, and then bounced back as the U.S. session came in. And then it was a weird rally. Something prompted some buying in the treasuries across the curve, not sure what it was. Maybe some big curve unwinds. The curve was flattening quite aggressively early this morning, and that reversed. It didn't take back everything I think that we had flattened this morning, but you know, the fact that we were steepening throughout the afternoon has to be taken as a little bit negative too. Tomorrow brings the retail sales data. That's supposed to be up nicely, and a small tips buyback tomorrow. The buybacks are really heavily loaded on Thursday and Friday of this week, so between now and Thursday we have smallish buybacks, and then Thursday and Friday are the big ones. The Fed wants to get a good weekly close. So I'm kind of looking at a retest of at least settlement prices from Friday, 134.14 and 126.26 in the notes, and then see what happens up there. If you see it turn up there, try a small short, cover against today's lows, and call it a trade. And on the downside, again, watch those big weekly support levels. Have a great night. I'll see you tomorrow morning in the email and in the chat room.